Alright guys, it's time to talk about Humanity Protocol on the channel for the first time, guys. Now I just want to say I do not have any of this coin. I don't really know what it is, but today it is really the only one pumping, and it's up about 40% on the day. So we need to take a look at it now. It doesn't have a long history, guys. I just want to go ahead and say that. At least on Bitget, it goes back to the 25th of June. If we look at CoinGecko, let's see, the history goes back 8 days. Yeah, so I do think this is probably, like I said, the 25th, so that is 9 days old or so. So yeah, let's take a look at it. Now it does have a flag here on the 1 hour time frame, which if it breaks to the upside, it will go to about 12.5 cents, guys. That is the technical target of this flag. Now, a breakout, or a breakdown, I should say, to the downside would take it back down to about 7.7 cents. But right now, there's nothing showing me that this is going to slow down, at least technically. Now, let's take a look at the RSI, and we do need to see the stochastic as well. And let's see here. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, let's go from lower to higher. It is actually pointed down on the stochastic here. Now the RSI is pointed up slightly, so kind of a mixed signal there on the 1 hour time frame. The 4 hour time frame just getting a little bit overheated here on the stochastic, and it's basically flirting with being overheated on the RSI. Now the daily time frame, actually it's not even it's not old enough to have a daily time frame. So yeah, on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, that's pretty much all we got to go by. It does look like it's going to cool down, in my opinion, but it's really not much information to go off. So there's really nothing here that shows me it wants to slow down. So let's see what happens. It could easily go to the upside, as this coin is only about 9 days old, like I said. Now, taking a quick look at the Bollinger Bands here on the 4 hour time frame, it actually had a little pinch down here, as you see, and it did get that little bit of a pop. However, it is not pinching in right now, so there's nothing showing me on the Bollinger Bands that this is going to pop upwards or downwards. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, you can see there was a little bit of a pinch here, and you did get that pop. But again, this is very wide at the moment, and it does look like it might want to start curving down up here, and here it is pointed to the upside. So it's going to take a little bit, of time, I think, for this to come together and get another pinch. You kind of had a pinch here too, as well, but it didn't result in that much of a pop. But yeah, that's all I see with the Bollinger Bands. Now, taking a quick look at the MACD on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that the blue line here looks like it wants to start curving down. It's pretty much at the same height it was before it started curving down the last time. So let's see if this, results in a move down on the 4 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, it is curving down. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to cross, so probably going to get a red wave here. So yeah, actually, the technical analysis, shows that it probably is going to move down before it moves up. But again, guys, these are really short time frames, 1 hour and 4 hour time frame. Technically this flag is a bull flag, so that is a bullish pattern. But yeah, looking at the things that we've been looking at, it just looks like it might go down before it goes back up. Now, taking a look at the volume profile, guys, you can see that this candlestick right here, this is the third largest candlestick that would support the price if it were to fall back. However, you can see that the volume gradually increases on the way down, and on the way up there isn't really much stopping us from going up here, but about 7.7 cents would be support, at least when it comes to volume. If it does go through that, it would fall through at about 7 cents and then probably fall back to about, about 4.9 cents. Now, if we take a quick look at the tokenomics of Humanity, guys, you can see that the max supply is 10 billion here. Circulating is 1.825 billion. So that's not that much, actually. Now, the all-time high was actually about 6 hours ago, so you're not getting that much of a discount. But keep in mind, guys, this did start at 1.8 cents. So, and I also should point out that according to Go Plus, this is a proxy contract, guys. So the contract owner can make code changes to the token contract, including but not limited to disabling sales, changing fees, minting, transferring tokens, etc. So again, guys, exercise caution if you have this. Like I said, I don't plan to buy this, but this is the only thing moving today. Right now, 35% up. A little while ago, we had about 40%. So yeah, that's why I'm looking at this today. Now, before I go a little farther in this video, guys, I just want you to take a look at the description and see if you want to sign up with any of the exchanges below. If you use my link, of course, I do get some commission, guys. I do have exchange partnerships with Bybit, Bitget, MEXC, BingX, Bitrue, BTSE, BitUnix, WeX, Blowfin, BTCC, and guys, keep in mind I do have Moodix here. You can sign up and get a free 7-day trial, and you can also follow me on X here, guys. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, you can see it's been pretty devastating today, but this is probably on really low volume. I could pop that up, but I'm not going to. That's just due to the fact that it's July 4th in the US, guys. So yeah, I don't think this is going to hold very long. Maybe through the weekend it could hold. But yeah, basically, tonight we will start Saturday and the weekend. So technically we aren't creating a gap right now. But I do think this will get eaten up by Monday, and we'll start making our way back up to 112,000. Now, taking a quick look at Ethereum, guys, here you can see that it did kind of get a rejection here at the top of this flag, guys. Although it did hit, 2615, got a rejection there a couple of days in a row, and looks like it has fallen back into this flag for the time being. And at the moment has broken through 2552 and 2506. So let's see by the end of the day if this will hold at least at the 2506 mark. And it would be nice that we would pull it back up to about 2552 at least, but probably not going to happen with such limited time here. Now, the total market cap is at 1.13 trillion. We have fallen back under 1.14 trillion, unfortunately, here. The dominance, guys, is getting a little bit of a pump today. Yesterday did get a tiny, green candle here. But yeah, it is, green, unfortunately. After we had these 4 days of downside, we've kind of gone sideways. And in my opinion, I don't think, it's over. I think it could still move up. Now, the USDT dominance, guys, people are selling, so they are putting their money into USDT, so we do have a green candle here. But still, if we do kind of a trend line here, let's see if it gets rejected basically right here at 4.89% or so. And yeah, as long as we don't go back above that, maybe we're in for some more downside. Now, the dollar index is getting a small red candle today after 2 days of green, but basically I would just say it's consolidating. Now, the altcoin season index is at a 20. It's still Bitcoin season, unfortunately, and I think it's been 20 for at least 2 or 3 days now. Now, if we take a look at liquidation heat map, guys, only 212 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours, so that's not too bad, but it is more longs than shorts by far. Now, if we take a quick look at the fear and greed, guys, it's 73 today. Yesterday was also 73, but I do think in the next 2 hours we're going to get a little bit of a pullback on the fear and greed just because Bitcoin is down. Now, bull market peak indicators is still 0 from 30. The dominance, according to this, hasn't hit 65, although we have seen it on my chart above 65, so I don't know what chart they're taking it from, but still, it's 100% hold, guys. Now, if we look at the Pi Cycle top indicator, it looks like the green line still wants to outrun the orange line to the upside, so it's not going to cross really anytime soon. Now, next week, there isn't really much going on. Monday, nothing really. Tuesday, okay, New York Fed 1-year consumer inflation expectations, and also maybe consumer credit can be, of small importance basically. Wednesday, FOMC meeting minutes, so that will tell us a little bit more what they think and give us a little bit of insight to if they're going to cut anything. Now, Thursday, we do have jobless claims, we do have Fed Waller speaking and daily, and Friday is pretty much nothing, guys. Now, if we look at the Moodix dashboard today, it was pretty negative today, guys, but still the week is positive, the month is positive, the year is also positive. But today, I don't think there was really too much news, honestly. Now, if we take a look at FedWatch Tools, guys, it is 95% sure that we're not going to get a cut now. I don't know what changed, and yeah, let me refresh this just to see if that's wrong. But yeah, yesterday it was what, like 75% or something like this. So yeah, they did go to 95% sure that we're not getting a cut. Only about a 5% chance that we will get a cut in July. However, if we look at the Trueflation, guys, you can see it's 1.99% inflation. So what is really, the Fed waiting for? I just don't understand. Now, if we look at crypto bubbles, pretty ugly on the day. Only a couple of greens here, unfortunately. And if you want to stake your Humanity Protocol, guys, go to Coinondo. There's only 2 deals found here on Bikonomy. I don't know much about this website. I don't use them. I have signed up for them. But anyways, keep in mind there are limits and there are days that you have to stake this. You have 90 days and 30 days. However, I think 90 days would be a little bit too long. 30 days, probably more reasonable. But 90 days, we just don't know that far down the road, guys. I would say that's a little bit risky to lock it up for too long. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.